What's going on? Johnny Trades here, back with another helpful video, and we just wrapped up our live day trading session with our LTE team. You can go and watch that right now for free. But today's video, I want to talk to you about trading Bitcoin and how you can buy low, sell high, rinse and repeat, because Bitcoin right now is trading a horizontal pattern. And I love these opportunities. I love when they trade horizontally because it creates a really nice, clean, and clear picture of exactly what I'm talking about and exactly how you can make money too. So, real quick, short video, smash the like button for me. Let's get this video to 50 likes and I'll do another one. Well, I'll probably still do another video anyways because I don't know what else to do with my life, but nonetheless, smash that like button. So, guys, right now, Bitcoin is trading between $107 as a low to around $126 as a high, and everything in between. Now, what I love about this horizontal pattern setup is you can very easily and very clearly see, let me move this over a little bit for us, that it's when it, here we go. When it hits these levels down here, this is where you'd want to buy. Between 107 and 110 would be a great opportunity to buy. And as you can see, it was in this area back in July. It was in this area in August. It was in this area in September. And now it's in this area in October. So pretty much every single month, July, August, September, October, it falls within this range. Now, it's not going to do this forever, but within the last few months, it has been doing it like clockwork, very perfectly and very easily. So what I've done is you set your alerts. So I set my alert here, you double or you right click, and you can do this on your phone as well. You go down to create alert, and anything below 110,500, I would then begin to start buying and loading up in this level here between these two areas. Now, if it goes to 109, 108, 107, that's even better. Buy more. Now, when it pushes up to resistance, right? Resistance at around 122, then that is where I would want to set an alert at about 122.5 or just 122 even. Anything above that level, I would then start to sell. Now, you don't have to buy your full amount of money at the bottom, and you don't have to sell your entire position at the top. But say you took off half. You bought in at the bottom, you sold half of your position maybe, in case it does rally up even higher from 122 to 124 to 125. Or you could simply just wait until you get to those highs and sell at those highs. Now, another great indication are moving averages. And just to give you a rough definition, a moving average is the average price of the company you're looking at, or stock, or ETF, or in this case, Bitcoin or crypto, and where the average price has been in a 200-day period for the 200-day moving average, this green line, and a 45 period moving average, or on the exponential moving average. Now we're on the 4-hour time frame, so this is going to show the last 204 hours. If we go to a daily, this will show you the average price over 200 days, as well as the exponential moving average over the past 45 days. And of course, as you go through these different levels, it does tend to change. But the great part about this is when it's above this green line, we see it's very bullish. And crypto's been bullish for quite some time. It's traded within 50,000, 70,000, 100,000, came back down to 70, pushed back up to 100. So it's very bullish. And right now, this is setting up to rally again. Now, going back to our 4-hour time frame, that horizontal pattern that we like to see, I want to showcase something to you that's a little bit easier to understand than just simply waiting for your alert to go off and waiting for it to go off. Now, that's easy. You can set that on your phone where it dings in your pocket and you're like, oh, it's below 110. I'm going to buy some. Or, oh, it just hit my 122 price target, I'm going to sell some. I'm going to take a little bit off the table. Now, what's great about rinse and repeat is when you sell, you make more money. So that way, when it goes down, you could buy more of it. And when it goes up, you sell more of it. So it's just a constant cycle of rinse and repeat. Now, going back to moving averages, when it is bullish or extremely bullish, not only will it be above this green line, but look how it acts when it's above the 45 EMA. When it's touching the 45, it pushes up, comes back to retest, and as long as it stays above this level, it seems to be very bullish. When it falls below that level, we get swift sell-offs, very big sell-off. And when it goes back above, we get a nice upward momentum. Now, showcasing the downside, it hit that 124 high. People are locking in profits. They're selling, and they're realizing this is going to come down to retest the moving average. Now, it retested it, kind of faked everyone out, and then began to go below it. Now, what I like to think about this green line, or this 200-day moving average, is when it's above the moving average, it acts as a surfer. Let's say surfing mentality. When it's above this line, you're surfing the wave, you're doing great, you got great momentum, and you're above the ocean. When you're below this green line, the wave finally overtakes you, right? It finally curls over and you smash under the water, and the surfer is having a hard time getting back above water. Now, I've used many different styles of, what do you call it? I'm kind of drawing a blank here, but metaphors. I've used different metaphors, but basically, the easiest one to remember is the green line. It acts as a floor or a support for it to stand on. When it's below the green line, it acts as a resistance or a ceiling. It's hard to push up above that ceiling. And then that gives a strong indication of selling pressure, as you can see very clearly. Now, we're at that point right now on the horizontal pattern where it's exactly what that did. On Friday, of course, there was a huge sell-off, not only with crypto, but with Bitcoin as well. It went from 122, you could even say from 126, all the way down to 108. And this is where people are deciding to load up. They're buying more. As you can see previously, on September 28th, it fell within this range for a few days, and then it pushed up and continued that rally all the way up. Now, what are the percentages you can get? Well, from 108 or even 109 to even this first one right here, 122, where our alert is set, that's an 11% profit. Now, if you're able to hold it a little bit more to that top or that secondary, that's a 15% profit. So to put that in perspective, if you traded with even just $1,000, you would make 150 bucks. And this happened in 7 days. Okay, we're not talking about holding this for a month or holding this for a year. We're simply talking about holding it for a week. You're buying it on Monday and you're selling it the following Tuesday or Wednesday. 8 days. And what's cool about Bitcoin is you can trade it anytime. It's 24/7 available to trade. So what I like to do is when the stock market's closed on the weekends or overnight, you can then go over and trade Bitcoin. Now, that 15% is a very nice profit. Now, if you took that $1,000 with a $150 profit, you now have $1,150. Buy $1,150 worth down here, or don't. Take your 150 out, go on a trip, or go on a nice little dinner, and you can use that $1,000 to buy another potential 15% profit. Or rinse and repeat, you make another 15% on 1150, you make 150 plus another 15, 20, maybe you're making 175 now. Do it again. Now you're making maybe $200 or $300 in profit. You do it again, and as you can see, it starts to compound to where now you maybe go from $1,000 position to now you have a $2,000 position, all while simply waiting for the price of Bitcoin to fall below where you want to buy and rise up to where you want to sell. Now, that's what I like about these horizontal patterns. They're very predictable, and patterns do tend to repeat themselves in the stock market. Not always, but they do. As you can see here, 13% profit. If you waited again for this dip here, you had, I'd say about a 10%. If we go back, I guess we can do this one as well. That one is about 11%. This one here most recently was a whopping 15 or 16%. And now we're looking at this one. It's already up about 6%. Now it is getting rejected off of this moving average right here. So this could come back down and give you that potential opportunity to buy in that 110 to 107 range. Nonetheless, buying at that low, selling at a high would result in another 15%. Now, it's not going to be perfect, and it takes some time to get that patience. Most traders are not patient. A lot of traders will buy right here at 114 and it'll come down to 110. They'll get a little nervous and they'll sell out of that position, and then maybe they don't buy back into it and they're losing. They lost 5%, and then they wait for it to come back up, and then they maybe make their 5% back. Okay, we don't want that. We don't want that. So we want you guys to be patient and understand the current market. This is getting rejected, so there is a potential that this does come down. Okay, we're going to draw that here. It had a major sell-off. Okay, had a retest for this level. There's nothing saying that this can't come back down for another retest and then kind of go like this and then maybe push back up. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm seeing as far as Bitcoin goes right now. And I'm excited to follow up with this in general, and I would love to hear your thoughts. Are you buying the low and selling the high? Let me know in the comments, or you can join our free Discord. First link in the description. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash the like button for me, and we will see you all in tomorrow morning's live day trading session at Market Open. Guys, have a great day.